Thank you for listening. A list of content warnings can be found in the episode description. Take care. Enjoy the show. Planescape Torment, the Unofficial audio series. A narrative let's play adapted and produced by RevocerGM. Combining in-game audio with additional voice acting through dialogue and descriptions to improve your listening experience. Rediscover the amazing story of the 1999 cult classic isometric video game, Planescape Torment, like you've never heard before. Off the main plaza, you see a curious-looking building. Its roof rises up and domes over like the shell of a snail or some gargantuan crustacean. You half expect it to sprout enormous legs and start scuttling away. This is somewhat enhanced by the fact that the only way to enter appears to be by climbing a temporary wooden structure that rises like scaffolding to a strange, fluted doorframe.
Patrons? Hurry up a bit, Standish. I cannot bear to see so lazy a servant.
Yes, Mistress Vrishika.
Inside, there is a strong, musty smell, partially masked by a combination of heavily scented oils and some kind of cleaning fluid. Polished tiles line the floor, and great display cases stretch from wall to wall. Shelves full of mugs, plates, books, decanters, candle holders, and other bric-a-brac rise up to the ceiling. Most items are made of strange metals or minerals, and many of the books appear to be bound in the hides of creatures you could not hope to name. Amongst the oddities, a few more prominent artifacts are identified by small bronze plaques. One appears to be an alarmingly fresh-looking heart lying in a bowl of fine, chalky powder. The label beneath says, "The Heart of the Fosterer." As you peruse through an empty bookcase apparently housing a set of invisible books, an exhausted, sallow-faced man shuffles towards you.
If you need anything, just say. Mistress Vrishika will be along soon to inform you on any of the items.
Sure. Thanks. You reach out towards a display of 3 floating orbs which resemble large colored pearls. They give off a faint warmth and begin to tremble slightly at your touch. Then, much to your alarm, start emitting a high-pitched squeal.
And please be careful. If anything were to break, it would be very, very bad.
Sorry. What are these? You point to a set of unusual forge tools that look to be made of carved bone. This Standish carefully lifts a set of tongs and places them in your hand. Whatever they are made of, it is far heavier than iron.
Standish! Break that and I'll be selling your tanned hide!
Yes, Mistress Vrishika. I'll leave you to look at your leisure.
You move along the bench of goods and see a set of several very large teeth. A dozen smaller ones lie stacked on a shelf above them.
Hey, Mort. Fancy trying on these?
Chief, careful, or my current teeth might hear you.
Sorry.
Well, well. A floating, disembodied, prevaricating skull.
The scent of rosewater, underlined with the tang of copper, wafts in your direction as this Mistress Vrishika approaches. Her deep blue skin and bright yellow eyes gives her a somewhat dramatic appearance, but those are far outshone by the pair of bat-like wings that unfold from her back, mimicking the flare of her lips as she grins at you.
And you're the scarred man who's been going around asking all the questions?
She looks you up and down.
Oh, you sure look lost. Did you want to come in, really? Or are you just casing the place because you have nothing better to do? Because Vrishika can help you.
How can you help me?
I travel and trade extensively. I hear a great deal. I purchase a great deal, and I own a great deal. Perhaps I can make you a great deal. Is there anything that you desire?
Perhaps the answers to a few questions.
I'll entertain any queries on the merchandise. But I'm not going to be drawn into one of your famous 20 questions about anything around the Spire routines. Understood?
Right. What did you mean by calling more prevaricating?
Prevaricating, misrepresenting, perjuring, dissimulating, lying. Oh, did I say that? I'd meant a floating, disembodied, pontificating skull. As in dogmatic, always stating an opinion in a self-important manner. Don't forget to dust those, Standish!
Yes, Mistress Vrishika.
Does that answer your question?
Vrishika smiles innocently. What are you, Vrishika?
An Alu fiend. A half-demon. My mother was Tanari, and my father a great king of mortals. Such a rude question. But then, you're rather rude-looking yourself, aren't you?
My apologies. I did not mean to offend.
Then I ask that you keep your questions related to the shop and its merchandise.
Well, tell me about this place then.
What you see here is the result of much trading and traveling across the plains.
She makes a sweeping gesture across all the shelves and displays.
Weapons, charms, and other specialty items are for sale here as well. Everything that is rare and oh so exquisite fills this emporium. Your needs, I sate them.
All right. Show me your merchandise.
Look around at your will. Let your heart show you what you desire. I'll follow.
Not knowing exactly where to start, you begin circling a wide bench that fills the center of the shop, and see, amongst some cups and plates, a plain-looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. Vrishika watches you, chuckling, then shrugs.
It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair is prickling up like that. I'm sure an adventurer like you could find some use in it. Or if crockery is what you're after.
She holds up a large pewter stein covered in carved runes.
An ale mug of unusual manufacture, which keeps its contents, usually beer of course, icy cool, whatever the surrounding temperature. 12 gold, and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've had outside of the paraplane of ice.
I'll keep looking. On a pedestal to the side of the shop, you examine a stained ground glass lens the width of your hand, held in a brushed steel ring. A small geared protrusion coming off it makes it look as if the lens should attach to a clockwork machine. It smells faintly of horrible perfume.
I've no idea really what this is, but it radiates fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Gisis brought it up to me from a lower plane battlefield. He'd murdered his own men in order to escape his tour of duty there, and brought me a number of interesting items he'd collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece.
You wander over to a shelf filled with various bottles and ointments, and see one labeled as Gorgon salve.
I traded this with some sword-slinging prime worlder, Perseus, I think his name was. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. 8 silver. A bargain, considering how handy it might come in should you ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock.
Man. Elixir of horrific separation.
Oh, this stuff was compounded by a scholar who'd found she'd been possessed by a darker side of herself, which took control at times and bade her do awful things. This potion was to have split the darker half away from her, creating 2 separate beings. Mercy killers, however, found and executed her for a string of depraved murders before she could use it.
Interesting. Baby oil.
Yes, it's the real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into the making of the stuff.
No, thanks. Let me look around a little longer.
Certainly.
What are these ashes in this bowl?
These are all that remains of a school of illusionists called the Pabulum. According to their expedition logs, they traveled to the Plane of Shale in search of the lost works of the Fosterer, a powerful sorcerer who once ruled an empire where the Plane of Shale now lies. The naive illusionists were successful, and they stumbled across one of his lost works, a hive of vicious creatures called the Trellons. The remains of the mages were found days later by 2 Boreer scouts and were burned over a pyre as a symbol of their folly.
Trellons.
Yes, nasty creatures. They seem to bear an insane hatred for mages, but the reason for this is unknown. To unlock the power of these ashes, one only needs to stir them with the index finger of the left hand, then sprinkle a pinch of the ashes into the air in a circular pattern. The smell of the remains of these dead mages is said to cause a Trellon to appear and serve the user.
There are an overwhelming number of things that interest you here. A large mallet called the Hammer of Comminution, used extensively by Enote, a Doomguard philosopher prone to violent mood swings while debating theology. A twisted wire bracelet covered in razor-sharp spines that apparently inject rare reagents into the bloodstream of its wearer, giving them a constant rush of adrenaline. And one of the fabled tears of Saliero Day, the martyred Harmonium officer who was put to death on their own faction's home plane of Ortho for being mistaken as a member of the Revolutionary League. Not all are quite as grand and storied, though. Heaped among a basket of scarves and various swatches of fabric, you find a small tattered rag doll that is obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain.
This was found in a well-trapped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It was part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical texts, though I don't know what it's for. If you like it, it's only 99 copper coins.
I'll take it.
Yes, a wise choice.
Alongside this doll, you also acquire a number of curious charms, and one other artifact that catches your eye, a strange metallic figurine with 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 folding wings. A collector's item, perhaps. Your fiendish shopkeep was uncertain on the details, but whatever it is, it didn't come cheap. The coins you pour into Vrishika's hand seem to disappear the moment they touch her palm.
Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Anything else?
Not right now, but I'll be back.
I'm certain of it.
Outside the shop, down a narrow alleyway, you see Anna squaring off against 4 young local thugs. While certainly well-armed and muscular enough to be dangerous, they do look awfully clean and well-dressed for your typical street tough. Though, despite their fairer attire, tensions seem quite high, and the largest of the 3 looms over Anna with a furious look on his face. He is wielding an exceptionally large axe in one hand, and the other is wrapped around a sturdy metal case.
I mean it. If you don't clear off that patch, we will remove you, forcibly. Now pike off quick if you know it's good for you.
Your patch? Would like you have any sway around this case? You couldn't peel a ring, give it a wee coney.
Don't push me, tiefling.
Hey, what's going on?
None of your business, sod. Pike off before I have to scrag you.
Scrag? What in the 9 layers of bait are you talking about, you idiot? Scrag's nagged, nipped, yanked by the hardhead, you clueless addle-coped bird.
He glares daggers at Anna, his face turning beet red.
Stop shaking your bonebox, leatherhead. This is my territory, and you'll be leaving it if you don't want my bloods to tear you apart.
Anna snickers, shaking her head.
Rattle, you sod. Rattling your bone box it is. Oh, I'd so like to see how long you'd last, drop smack in the middle of the hive, acting as you are.
Anna turns to you.
Come on, let's be off. No use wasting our time with this wee-stemmed basher would-be.
That's it! You piking asked for it! Get him, bloods!
He raises his axe and leaps to attack, swinging for Anna's neck. She ducks and rolls out of the way, dodging clear of the strike. The 3 lackeys behind, though, scramble to grab her, and she is quickly overwhelmed. As their leader recovers from his overswing, you step forward, gathering the magic within your blood. The shadows deepen in the alley about you, growing in length, stretching towards the group like writhing branches briared with thorns. Dark veins spread down your arms, and the skin tightens about your face. You see the horror in their eyes as all four drop their weapons immediately, releasing Anna, and whimpering as they flee.
Are you alright?
Old Ward, also known as Wanker City. Aye, I'm fine. I would have liked to shove my dags up in that Burke. But I suppose them soiling the britches will have to do. Thank you.
No problem.
Ho there! Ahoy! Is someone still there by chance?
You hear a voice, small and slightly distant, as though calling through from behind a door or wall. And looking about, you see that left behind from the thug's escape is the large steel box.
My name's Martin. Hail? Anyone?
Yeah, hi. Are you... Where are you?
Oh, thank the powers. Oh, I'm here, in this box.
Right.
This sturdy steel box has a leather handle on top, but there's no apparent way to open the thing. It appears to be welded shut. There are a number of very narrow slits along one side, and a sickly sweet rotting smell wafts out from within. The box shifts slightly in your hands as you pick it up.
Greetings.
Yes. Greetings.
Have you seen my body, perchance? It's hard to miss him. Stumbles about with a silly wooden head on his shoulders. He must have worn his feet down to stubs looking for me by now.
No, I don't think so.
Oh dear. Oh well, that would have been a bit too much to hope for, eh?
Maybe. Are you okay in there?
Oh yes, just fine. Well, not ideal to be without my body, I will say. Yeah, in any case, it's probably shambling about the Civic Fest Hall. Could I, by any chance, persuade you to take me there, good sir?
Sure. I can do that for you.
Oh, how splendid. Well, thank you kindly then, sir.
I do have some questions.
I'm sure you do, sir, coming across a severed speaking head locked in an iron case.
Yeah, that is what I wanted to ask about.
Oh, it's been quite an ordeal, Cutter. I mean, would it be all right if we just got moving? I've a terrible ache.
A headache, right? No? Really? No one? Whatever.
You find your way back onto the large plaza in the center of this part of the ward, even busier now as the lunchtime rush fills the place. Hordes of city workers throng in the bars and cafes, supping on wine alongside their boards of cheese and baskets of fine bread. Amongst this crowd of business folk, various entrepreneurs have set up small stations to peddle their wares, artists selling sketches and caricatures to passers-by, hawkers promoting shows in the nearby fest hall, and in some cases, the boldest among them go from table to table, offering bundles of flowers or small displays of trickery to delight.
Oh, magic! Oh, I do wish my body were here. He loves this sort of thing.
You never did tell me. How'd you end up the way you are?
I'm not sure, really. The body set me down in one of the lecture halls, and the next thing I knew, someone had absconded with me. The next thing I remember was being picked up by you.
But what I meant was, how'd you lose your head?
Oh, yeah, we don't like to talk about it. Quite horrible, really. What's past is past. No need to dredge it up. Though I will say, I'm in the box because I'm not quite as presentable as I used to be, if you get my meaning.
Come to Ellebrand and learn your fortune. Only 5 coins.
You see a hunched figure set up in one of the quieter corners of the square. She is wreathed in richly colored fabrics that look to be of quite fine quality. She examines you closely with her sharp grey eyes as you approach, first noting your face, then your arms and various tattoos.
Oh, greetings, scarred one. Well, come to speak with Ellebrand, have you? Come to have your fortune told, mayhap, for a paltry silver coin?
Sure. Tell me my fortune.
Ellebrand places your coin in a belt pouch and takes your hand in hers. She quietly studies your palms, frowning deeply. At long last, she speaks.
What can you tell me?
I do not speak of things mundane, Scarred One. I look deep into the threads that weave about us all. But some rare folk are what's called fateless, you see. They wander through their lives doing as they see fit, creating their own destinies. You have no fortune to tell, Scarred One. None at all. I've nothing to tell you. And so, here is your coin.
She returns your silver piece.
I see.
Hold ye one moment, Scarred One. Before you leave, there is something I do have for you. And not a penny it will cost you, mind.
Ellebrand reaches out, touching your arm.
My mother gave me something once, long ago. A scroll, sealed with wax. A hooded man had entrusted it to her, and said that a man such as ye would one day come and unwittingly claim it. Here, I would have you take it now.
What is it?
Ellebrand shakes her head, frowning.
I do not know. She was sworn never to read the thing, and I obeyed her request to leave the seal unbroken myself. The man had paid her handsomely to take the scroll, but warned her of the direst consequences should she open it.
She hands you an old, fading, innocuous-looking parchment scroll, bound with a single red ribbon and smelling faintly of mildew. The ribbon is held in place with a plain wax seal.
And you're sure this is for me?
Aye, quite certain.
Breaking open the seal, you see the scroll contains a few lines of shaky calligraphy and a strange rune that makes your eyes blur a little. It reads,
This may not kill you, but it will slow you down, I am sure. Stop chasing me, you thieving bastards. It's my body. Mine. Now, die.
What the?
The rune suddenly throbs, and the entire scroll begins to dissolve into a stinking black mess. The fluid seeps directly into the flesh on your hands. In seconds, the magical hemotoxin courses through your veins, rendering your blood to a black bile. For a moment, you clutch at yourself and crumple to the ground, howling in agony. And then the pain subsides. Whatever horrible magic was placed upon this scroll was not quite powerful enough to kill you, it seems.
Is he okay? Get your hands off him, you banshee!
Hells, what?
I didn't know. I swear.
Just stay back.
Dakon helps you back onto your feet, a look of concerned panic in his eyes.
I'm all right, Dakon.
Ellebrand looks confused.
I don't know what to say to you, Scarred One.
Well, you could start by saying how exactly you came by that thing.
As I told you, it was given to me by my mother. A hooded man had given it to her some 50 years past, paying her well, but bidding her never to read it, whatever the circumstances. A user of magic she was. Powerful in the art, but frightened of this man just the same. She had said his eyes hinted at madness, and that the flesh around them was puckered and grey, like yours. I know nothing more of him.
Then that'll have to do. Farewell. Now let's move on.
Excuse me, what's going on out there? Could someone please help me up?
In your fall, Martin's steel case had tumbled from your arms and rolled face down onto the ground, presumably blocking his only source of light.
Right.
You know, I have to give you credit. I had you wrong. You'll go gallivanting for just about anyone.
Well, not just anyone, but disembodied heads are at the top of my list, so...
You know it, Chief.
All right, come on. Do keep your eyes open for a tall woman with flame red hair, though.
Oh, sure.
As it happens, as this ordeal with the scroll has gone on, a woman at one of the nearby restaurants has been staring at you. You catch her eye, but she holds your gaze, studying you closely. You can feel her stare as if it were piercing into you, and although seated, she towers above the cages around her. Her hair is a vibrant crimson, and her eyes bright gold.
Wait right here. I'll be back in a moment.
Chief?
She remains stolid as you approach, sipping her cup of wine without taking her eyes off you.
Greetings.
I, Elwyn, return your greetings.
Elwyn, I think I've been looking for you.
Her grasp tightens about her cup, and you notice her tense up as you speak.
Your friend, Namel, is waiting for you across the square.
There is a pause, and suddenly, whatever tension you had felt just a moment ago releases, and she begins to smile, but then covers her mouth with her hand and looks down at her drink.
I, Elwyn, am most pleased to hear of Namel. Might I, Elwyn, persuade you to tell her of this place?
Yes, I can do that.
She looks at you directly again for just the briefest of moments before casting her eyes back down to her drink. But for that moment, your senses are awash with a warm, comfortable feeling.
I, Elwyn, thank you.
It's my pleasure. May I ask you about her, though?
Elwyn nods slowly.
The way she speaks, and what her words do. How?
I, Elwyn, can only say that we come from another place, another world. We are not like the people here, whose words, thoughts, very feelings even, affect nothing directly.
Go on.
I, Elwyn, take great care so as to not affect those around me. Namel, she is new here and cannot do so. It is something she must learn should she choose to remain here much longer.
But why?
There are many reasons. I, Elwyn, feel it is not right to impose reality upon those without the ability to impose their own reality upon me, Elwyn.
Is there anything you cannot do by simply speaking of it?
She frowns. A strange, unpleasant feeling rises in the pit of your stomach.
Please, I, Elwyn, would speak of it no more.
Just one other question.
She looks at you directly, your face reflecting in the glittering golden discs of her eyes.
He would speak of it no more to Elwyn, and thus would no longer force her to speak in such a way to him.
You find yourself unable to voice another question, your words catching in your throat as you try to do so.
Yeah, fine. I'll be back in a moment. Farewell.
It doesn't take you long to find Namel again and escort her to the restaurant Elwyn is waiting in. And as they reunite, it feels as if the whole plaza radiates with an unbounded joy, a feeling of warmth that hangs in the air like some sweet-smelling vapor.
Namel thanked the man for his kindness, now united with her oldest friend, Elwyn. Though, she thought, now she must reward the stranger.
No, that's all right. I need no reward.
Namel touches her index finger to her lips, making a faint hushing noise.
She would draw the stranger close, laying her hand upon his chest, and kissing the pale, leathery skin of his cheek. Life would flow into him, invigorating him. This, then, was to be his reward.
As you wait, there is a light tingling sensation upon your cheek and chest. The feeling spreads across the whole of your body, and you begin to feel stronger, more animated. Namel then rejoins her friend Elwyn, and they embrace, shedding tears of joy. And just as your own eyes begin to water, overwhelmed by the emotion, Elwyn wipes away her tears and approaches you once more.
I, Elwyn, would tell you something now, stranger.
Sure.
I, Elwyn, had thought differently of you before. I, Elwyn, was wary of you,
Yeah, I noticed.
You must understand, there is reason for it.
Go on.
The name I, Elwyn, chose for you, stranger, is not so fitting. You and I, Elwyn, have met before. In the fest hall. In a place you could not have been, were you not a sensate yourself. Whether you recall or no, unless you betrayed the society at some point, you are a sensate.
I see. Tell me more. She nods.
You and I, Elwyn, have met on 2 different occasions. The first was no less than 2 centuries past. The last, more recently. Perhaps no more than 50 years ago.
That's quite a long time ago. She nods again.
My, Elwyn's people are extremely long-lived, forgetful one.
She sighs, and an icy chill descends over you.
You seemed a different man then. Less grim, less scarred. So eager to see all that the multiverse had to offer. You courted me, Elwyn, then, and was nearly taken as a lover. But then you disappeared.
Where did I go?
I, Elwyn, was told you had been slain. Murdered.
She looks up for a moment to peer curiously into your eyes.
I met you only once more after that.
Did I remember you then?
No.
She shakes her head sadly, then touches her throat.
No, you did not. You lashed out at me, Elwyn, made to slay me. Screamed how I, Elwyn, could not fool you, would not ensnare and murder you.
What happened?
We had met in one of the spireward towers of the fest hall on the 7th floor. Before you could choke the life from me, I, Elwyn, used my powers to bade you leap from a window to your death. When I, Elwyn, finally went in search of your broken body, you had already gone.
You did what?
That is the whole of my Elwyn's tale for you. We were not strangers once, but have now become so. Farewell, kind stranger, and may fortune walk with you in your travels.
Thanks, Elwyn. Farewell. Thank you for listening to Planescape Torment, the unofficial audio series, a RevocerGM production. To support the show and those involved, please consider subscribing to our Patreon or donating via our Ko-fi page. Links to both are in the description.